So let's dive in and make the fun. Let's have a fun with KNN and actually try to predict movie just based on the K nearest neighbors algorithm and see where we get. So if you wanna follow along, go ahead and open up the KNN notebooks file and can you play along with me? What we are gonna do here is define a distance metric between movies just based on their metadata, and by metadata I just mean information that is intrinsic to the movie, information associated with the movie. Specifically we are gonna look at the genre classification of the movie, every movie in our lens data, additional information on what genres it belongs to, and a movie can belong to more than one genre being something like science fiction or drama or comedy. You know what have you, your animated movies, and we will also look at the overall popularity of the movie given by the number of people who rated it, and we also know the average rating of each movie. So I can combine all this information together to basically create a metric of distance between two movies just based on the rating information and general information. So let's see what we get, and we use pandas again to make life simple, and if you are following along with me, again make sure to change the path to the movies lens data set to wherever you installed it, which will almost certainly not be what is this Python notebook. So go ahead and change that if you are gonna follow along with me. As before, we are just gonna import the actual ratings file data itself, which is your u.data. Using the read CSV function and pandas, we are gonna tell it actually not a comma, we are going to import the first three columns which represent the user ID, movie ID and rating for every individual movie rating in our data set. So if we go ahead and run that and look at the top of it, we can see that end up with has user ID, movie ID and rating, three things. For example, user ID, movie rate ID 50, which I believe is Star Wars 5 stars, and so on and so forth. If we wanna get arrogant information about the ratings for each movie, that's the next thing we have to figure out. So we are gonna using the group by function in pandas to actually group everything by movie ID. So we are gonna combine together all the ratings for each individual movie, and we are gonna now put the number of ratings and the average ratings score, the mean MEN for each movie. So let's go ahead and do that, come back pretty quickly. And so this gives us another data frame that tells us, for example, movie ID 1 had 452 ratings, which is a measure of its popularity, how many people actually watched it and rated it, and a mean review score of 3.8. So 452 people watched movie ID 1 and they gave it an average review of 3.87, which is pretty good. Now the raw number of ratings is not that useful to us. I mean, I don't know if 452 means it's popular or not. So to normalize that, what we are gonna do is basically measure that against the maximum and minimum number of ratings for each movie, and we can do that using this little lambda function here. So we can apply a function to an entire data frame this way, and what we are gonna do is here the numpy, min and max functions to find the maximum number of ratings and the minimum number of ratings found in the entire data set. So we will take the most popular movie and the least popular movie and find the range there and normalize everything against that range. So what this gives us, if we run it, is basically a measure of popularity of each movie on a scale from 0 to 1. On a score of 0 here would mean that nobody watched it. It's the least popular movie, and a score of 1 would mean that everybody watched it. It is the most popular movie, or specifically it is the most popular movie, the movie that the most people watched. So we have a measure of movie popularity now that we can use for our distance metric. Next, let's extract some general information. It turns out that there is a that not only contains the movie names but also all the genres that each movie belongs to. So this little bit of code will actually go through each line of u.item. We are doing this in hard way. We are not using any pandas function. We are just gonna use straight up Python this time. Again, make sure you change that path to wherever you install all this information. So we will open our u.item file, and then we will iterate through every line in this file one at a time. We will strip out the new item at the end and split it based on the pipe delimiter in this file. And we will extract the movie ID, the movie name, and all of the individual genre fields. So basically there is a bunch of zeros and ones in 19 different fields in this source data, where each one of those fields represent a given genre. And so let's see what that looks like, and we will construct a Python dictionary in the that maps movie IDs to their names, genres, and then we will also fold back in our rating informations. So we will have name, genre, popularity on a scale of 0 to 1, and the average rating. So that's what this little snippet of code does. Let's run that. Sorry, or just to see, we can extract the value from the movie ID 1, which happens to be Toy Story, a little Pixar film from 1995 you have probably heard of. And what we have in our dictionary is for entry 1, movie ID 1, the name is Toy Story. This is a list of all the genres where a 0 indicates it is not part of that genres, and 1 indicates it is a part of that genres. And there is a data file in the movie lens dataset that will tell you what each of these actually corresponds to. But for our purpose it's not actually important, right? We are just trying to measure distance between movies based on their genres. So all that matters mathematically is how similar this vector of genres is to another movie. Okay, the actual genres themselves not important. We just wanna see how same or different two movies are in their genre classification. So we have that genre list, we have the popularity score that we computed, and we have the mean or average rating for Toy Story. So let's go ahead and figure out how to combine all this information together into a distance matrix. So we can find the k nearest neighbors for Toy Story, for example. So I have rather arbitrarily computed this distance function that takes two movie IDs and computes a distance score between the two, and we are going to base this first of all on the similarity using a cosine similarity matrix between the two general vectors. So like I said, we are just gonna take the list of genres for each movie and see how similar they are to each other. Again, a 0 indicates it's not a part of that genre, a 1 indicates it is. We will then compare the popularity scores and just take the row differences, absolute values of the difference between those two popularity scores, and use that towards the distance metric as well. And we will use that information alone to define the distance between two movies. So for example, if we were to compute the distance between movie ID 2 and 4, this function would return some distance function based on only on the popularity of that movie, on the genres of those movies. Okay, so imagine that as a scatter plot. If you will back to our original examples in the slides, where one axis might be a measure of general similarity based on the cosine metric, other axis might be popularity. Okay, we are just finding the distance between these two things. So for this example, where we are trying to compute the distance using our distance metric between movies 2 and 4, we end up with a score of 0.8. And remember, a far distance means it's not a similar, right? We want the nearest neighbors with the smallest distance. So a score of 0.8, pretty high number on a scale of 0 to 1. So that's telling me that these movies really are not similar. If we just do a quick savvy thing, see what these movies really are, turns out that these movies were golden and Get Shorty, which are pretty darn differently things. You know, we have James Bond action adventures like a comedy movie and a comedy movie also, and not very similar at all. They are actually comparable in terms of popularity, but the genre difference did it. But the genre difference, okay. Okay, so let's put it all together. Next we are gonna write a little bit of actually take some given movie ID and actually find the k nearest neighbors. So all we have to do is compute the distance between Toy Story and all our movies in our movie directory dictionary, and sort the results based on their distance score. And that's what this little snippet of code does here. If you want to take a moment to wrap up your data, it's fairly straightforward, but like we say, we have a little get neighbors functions that will take the movie that we are interested in and the k neighbors that we want to find. It will iterate through every movie that if it is not, it's actually a different movie than the one we are looking at. It will compute that distance score from before, pen that to the list of results that we have, sort that result, and then we will plug off the k top results. And okay, so on this example we are gonna take set to k to 10, find the 10 nearest neighbors, and find the 10 nearest neighbors using get neighbors, and then we will iterate through all these 10 nearest neighbors and compute the average rating for each, and from each neighbor, and that average rating will inform us of our rating prediction for the movie in questions. And as a side effect, we also get the 10 nearest neighbors based on our distance functions, which we could call similar movies. That information itself is useful. Going back to that customers who also watched this example, if you want to do a similar features that was just based on this distance metric and not on actual behavior data, this might be a reasonable place to start, right? So let's go ahead and run this and see what we end up with, and the results are not that unreasonable. So we are using an example, the movie Toy Story, which is movie ID 1, and what we come along with top 10 nearest neighbors are pretty good selection of comedy and children's movies. So given that Toy Story is a popular comedy and children's movies, we got a bunch of other comedy and children movies, so it seems to work, our k nearest neighbors. We did not have to use a bunch of fancy collaborative filter algorithms, but we have used here k nearest neighbor. The results are not that bad. If we just wanna predict using KNN to predict the rating, we are thinking of the reading as the classification in this example, because it is supervised classification, end up with a predicted rating of 3.34 here, which actually is not all that different from the actual rating from that movie, which was 3.87. So not great, but it is not too bad either. I mean, it actually worked surprisingly well given how simple this algorithm is, KNN. Most of the complexity in this example we just in determine our distance metric. And you know, we intentionally got just to keep it interesting, but you can do anything else you want to. So if you want to fiddle around with it, definitely encourage you to do so. Our choice of 10 for K was completely out of thin air. I just made that up. How does this respond to different K values? Do you get better result with a higher value of K or with a lower? Does it matter? Can you actually, I mean, if you really wanna do a more involved exercise, you can actually try to imply to train / test to actually find the value of K that most optimally can predict the rate of the given movie based on KNN. And you can use different distance metrics. I kind of made that up, so play around with the distance. Maybe you can use different sources of information or weigh things differently. Might be an interesting, maybe popularity is not really as important as the journal's information, or maybe it's the other way around. So what impact that has on your result? So go ahead and mess these things and run with it and see what you can get. If you do find a significant way of improving on this, share that with your classmates. That is KNN in action. So a very simple concept.